All right, for this shot, I'm gonna kind of show you what we get here in Ohio with some of this rough, especially in this early spring. You can kind of see how the ball really likes to kind of sit down, gets nestled down in there. And so for this shot, we're about 7 yards off of the green. And you can see we're not short-sighted, which is kind of a nice thing, but you don't have a ton of green to work with. So it's kind of a tricky shot. I typically use a 56 degree wedge to work on this, maybe come down a little bit steeper, just so I'm not scooping a bunch of grass between it. So this next series of shots kind of show you how I typically approach these kind of shots. See, that one I got really lucky. Came out pretty hot and ended up hitting the pin, so fortunate. That one just did not put enough speed on the swing. There we go. A little bit long, but not a bad strike considering the thickness of this. Yeah, that one very fortunate. Almost did not get out of that rough. As you can see, it's really just hinging more at the wrist and just really coming down steep on this kind of a shot. That's how I approach it. Not sure if that's the best technique, but that is how I typically approach these kind of shots. All right, you can see most of those came out pretty nicely. Had a few that either ended up being quite a bit short, but still, you know, a good chance of making a putt. Had several that ended up being actually really good shots, all very makeable up and down shots, and then a couple more that ended up going pretty long, but all in all, not too bad on that round.